Right, so today I'm going to be doing cooking on the little Lidl Kamado, some shoulder of pork. Now, obviously no bone in this, and it's been tied to keep it together. But what we can do to get a bit more flavour on this is if we take this string off, you can either reuse this string or tie new string on. So that's how it's going to come, but we can get some in there by untying that, a little bit more in there. And we need to remove this hard skin on top. We can leave a bit of the fat cap. If I cut down here, try not to cut myself. So we need to get that fat cap off. Like so. A little bit of this fat's alright to leave on, it's going to break down. Any big lumps just take off. See around here, there's some big lumps here that's not been done, so we just take those off completely. Big lumps like that, just where they've been dressing it and put it together, they've not been that careful. That's probably about it. So what we're going to do now, quick bit of mustard over it, which won't add to the flavour. You won't taste this mustard if you're not a mustard lover. Right, we'll start getting on. Now this looks a mess at the moment because it's not all wrapped, but I'll put the recipe up on the screen now for this rub. It's just our standard barbecue rub. I think this one's got a little bit more brown sugar in it than what we'd normally use. Spin that over again. Don't be shy with this, putting this rub on. There we go. Right, so we need to put this back together again. Now we're going to pull this apart at the end anyway, so pulled pork, so it doesn't particularly matter what that looks like, but once it's cooked down we'll rake it apart. Oh, that's great. So yeah, right, I'm going to restring that back up and then we'll have another look at it and talk about getting the Kamado lit. Okay, so I've tied this up, as you can see. So now we'll go outside and we'll have a look at our little mini Kamado and try and get that up to temperature, put some smoking wood in it, and then we'll get this on. Right, okay, so here's our little mini Kamado by Lidl. So we'll open that up and let's take out this, take out the grill, and we need to take out the deflector plate, which can be a pain to get out. Now I've already put some charcoal in there, so I'll just change the view so you can see that a bit better. Now if we have a look in here, it's quite a small firebox in here, so I'm trying to load this up with as much big bits as I can get, because the pulled pork's going to be on for quite a few hours, so I might have to come back and take the grill out, take everything back out, the deflector plate, and put some more in. I'm hoping I don't have to. I'm hoping this is going to right. So we'll light this with our fire. There's our fire starter. We'll light this up. There's a little bit of cherry wood in the back there. A couple of little bits of old wood there, which should help out. And what we'll do is we'll let that catch like that, the bottom vent's open, and then we'll see how we go from there. So we've got to make sure that that's actually burning properly before we put the deflector in. Okay, so that's just taken down there. You can't probably not really see, but if I blow it, you can see the hot coals down there. So what we'll do next is we'll get this deflector plate in. This is the steel one you can get on eBay. They're pretty cheap. It's about a tenner. And it looks a bit, what I do is I'll keep a little bit of oil over it once I finish cooking. Stops it from rusting up too much. And then what we'll do is we'll put our grill in, and then I'm going to put on, got a temperature gauge here, so we switch that on, and we'll put this over here, and on this one here. And we'll just put that there, and we'll just keep an eye on our temperature. We'll let that come up to 250 to 275. Right, I'm stable now around 264 Fahrenheit, so that's good enough for me. It's going up a little bit more than this, but I haven't shut this top vent down a little bit, and that'll take that down. So I'm going to put the meat on now. So let's get out a bit of what I want to do. I'm going to put this in. Okay, so this has been on for about 3 hours now. So we're getting a bit of colour on it. Just going to turn that over. This is such a small grill on this, so I'm going to turn it over. But that's coming along all right. Right, so this is at about 160 at the moment, but I'm gonna take this off now. It's had enough smoke, so, and it's looking quite nice. So I'm gonna take this off and quickly wrap it. Right, so we've hit 212 on this, which anything from sort of like 200 up until around that temperature is good. Let's just pull this back a little bit. So that's looking pretty good. So what we're going to do now, I'll just probe that a little bit. That's pretty good. See the way it goes in, just drops in. So what I'm going to do now is going to wrap this back up, and I'm just going to leave this in here so the heat's all off. I've shut it all down, and that'll just stay in there, just keeping warm. Okay, so let's have a quick look and see what we've got. A little bit of string there. Right, so just breaking this up now.